Yo, we're finally here. Episode 1, The Real Come Up podcast. I really can't believe we're here. I've been doing this, thinking about this for like 2 years. I just took the leap. I was like, I'm gonna do it now. When I decided to start, when I had this thought in my mind that I was like, you know what? It's time to do the podcast and, put out everything that the purpose of it, and just remind people that, like, they're not alone. They can make anything they want happen as long as they believe in themselves, because this life, the way it's set up, and maybe the environment we're brought up in, it makes us just want us, look at things in the wrong perspective because of our surroundings, and it's just, I was like, you know what? I want to be a backbone. I want to be a backbone to people, because I didn't have that, coming up, and maybe my life could have been a little more, adjusted, or normal as how people make it seem. I just wanted, to like bring people together so we can evolve and change together, and you can feel confident on who you are and what you feel your purpose is, and that's it. So I'm really, really happy we're here. I probably sound a little, gotta get used to this. I hope you guys like the shows and what I'm trying to do here. I really want you guys to feel 100% confident in everything that you do every day, no matter what it is. Just know that if you believe you can change, you just got to look deep in yourself and do it, you know.
Yeah, you gotta want it more than
If
anybody.
we sometimes we got it, sometimes we don't, and we're trying to do this without doctors, without pills, without this, without that. We're trying to do it the right way. So we're gonna go through a lot of trials and tribulations and shit that we're not gonna understand. We just gotta know how to rock with it, and we just gotta know how to like deal with it, because we don't, nobody taught us how to be happy. Nobody's teaching us this. We're doing this shit day by day, problem by problem. We don't have no professional help because we can't get it, or whatever the situation may be. And you got to learn how to do it yourself. You have to read up on it. You have to do research on how to get yourself better, how to make yourself happier, because there's a lot of shit in this world that will brainwash you into believing that you're something that you're not, and you just got to fight hard for what you think your purpose is, and you got to go out and look for that.
That's facts. That's facts.
You feel me? I just had to say it because, it's kind of, I'm happy that I can, for a long time, people have been reaching out to me. Wow, you need to help us. You need to, do this, like, build a place where we can talk to you. People hit me up for advice, and it's like, my life is not even, it's not even, where it should be. And I'm giving people advice because it's just, they probably feel that I'm a little, I just speak some real shit in whatever situation it is. And I think that's the main thing that is important, that, you don't have to change who you are if you have a purpose and you're trying to just speak that. People are going to rock with you, and people are not going to rock with you. And sometimes it's your own blood who's not going to rock with you. And it's just that if you're expanding your mind and you're trying to, understand that some people are not ready for that change, that's okay. It's okay. They're not ready for that change, but you are. So what are you going to do to say, okay, this person's gonna do this, but I'm gonna move this way, I'm gonna act this way because it's beneficial for me. I think that when we want to change our life, or we want to make shit really happen, you have to believe in yourself. First of all, you cannot change anything in your life if you have not changed yourself completely, and you have learned that it's you that are going to make the choices of your destiny. So whatever problem you face, you have to look at it as like, me. What am I going to do? This is what is going on. What am I going to do to help it? What am I going to do? You know, it's okay to get upset, but come to your senses, because at the end of the day, we have to do things that are beneficial for us, and a lot of stuff in reality that we're dealing with is not beneficial to us. And I think that that's something that we have to realize, we have to look at. We have to know how to exclude certain situations from our life, because they're just not good for us. Even if it's a hurtful situation, they're just not good. You rather hurt somebody, you know, because you're telling them some real shit, than to be hurting them for lying or being just not trying to be truthful to them for whatever reason it is.
That's true.
So it's just the way you go about things. I just wanted to build something where we can come together, accomplish our goals together, and be different. I'm different. I've been always called different. And I think that that's my passion. My passion is to show the world that no matter what your past was, no matter how people perceived you as, you can become whatever you want to be because you believe that.
Then they just gonna want to become great. You want to be able to accomplish
because you've been doing because you've been doing bad or not been doing the best to your abilities for so long that now you're like, all I can do is be great. Now I have no time to fuck up. I have no time to do no stuff or deal with nothing, put up with nothing that's not gonna fucking help me, or it's not gonna, make my money come up, or my knowledge, my energy, my juice. If it's not gonna give me energy to want to evolve every day, because that's the way of life. Our body changes every day. Our mind changes every day.
Our mindset changes every day.
There's parts of our brain that they say that we don't fucking use, but you can do that if you just, if that's your goal. But eventually, the more wiser you get in all that shit, you learn how to open certain parts of your brains that you can't if you're not thinking about things like that. You know what I mean?
From 0 to 100 real quick.
My original name is Kimberly. I guess my government, Kimberly. I think I'm going to put my last name out there, should I? Currently, I'm Piffy Styles. I do hair. I do makeup. I'm a professional hair assistant. And I just thought it just mixed with me. I was like, okay, my original name was R.I.P. I was R.I.P for, 10 years. And then I had Adonis, my son, my 6-year-old. I was like, I can't be R.I.P no more. I have to, be a little, más calmadita.
More to
yeah. Entonces, I was like, let's do Mama Piff. And then now, that's it. I decided to be Piffy Styles for 20.
For 20.
Right. Smoke responsibly.
Could they call me Too Raw? To be honest, I don't even know how I got that name. It's just stuck for me for a long time. My boys that I used to chill with back in the days, they used to give me that name all the time. Call me Raw, Rari. It's stupid.
It's not stupid. It was raw at the time. You was popping. You was popping. Why you think you my man?
But it's tough for me for a long time, though. I like talking about sports a lot, too. I'm real into sports knowledge.
I know.
Having the right mindset.
I used to be able to talk to you about sports when we lived in Jersey.
Yeah, for real.
I would have fluent conversations with him about it all the time. It's just repetitive. The more you see it, the more you're on it. But
yeah, 'cause I used to be on it all the time. I'll wake up, watch Sports Center.
I know. I remember I was 8 months pregnant. I jumped on the bed. What championship was that?
The final.
But what? See, I don't know, but I need some names. I need dates.
And then he played the Spurs.
I was 8 months pregnant. I was like, or 4 months pregnant.
When
I don't
Rihanna hit the
remember.
3 at the corner.
Yo, because it was like the last few minutes or seconds or
And I
something
thought
like
we were
that.
gonna lose. I was like, fuck, we're like, fuck.
We were sad. I'm not gonna lie, it was in your feelings that day.
Yeah,
You
and
were
then Rihanna
so
hit that
upset.
shot. That boy hit that 3-pointer from the corner.
I don't know
Oh
where.
my god,
That was insane.
that shot was
I
crazy.
can't believe like I did like a jump squat in the air while I was pregnant. Like I still can't believe I did
That
that.
shit
Like
was
I had
crazy.
energy. I was like, I can't believe. I think it was just your hype and just seeing you how you were like on that. And you've always been on that. So in this episode, I really wanted to like speak about the things that are not good for us and just staying humble, like even if we know that something is just not looking good or not benefiting us, we have to just know how to, we need to know how to just remove it in a way that you're not affecting anybody else. Sometimes we can move accordingly where something is not good for you, so you're just slowly gonna step back where you stop picking up phone calls, stop doing certain things that you're doing to still have that situation going on. Just walk away,
Walk away from what?
like just any situation, like a friendship or maybe talking to your family member, that they're just not they're not, you're changing, right? You're
Yeah.
trying to be, you're trying to tell them like, yo, look, if we do this and this and this way, it's gonna help us, this and that. And they just don't, they just be like, you're stupid, like that does, like, or people just talk down to you, like that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to them, it makes sense to you. So it's like
Yeah,
that's
but everybody doesn't think the same.
exactly. So that's where you have to say like, it's like what we were talking about earlier, like, with the drug shit. Like if this person is doing a drug that you don't want to associate, like you're just like, no, I'm not gonna be around that, te vas de eso, you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, I think it's sometimes we are put in situations that we don't think we're gonna be in, and sometimes it's just so easy to just walk away and just not deal with it. So I wanted to air it March 4th because it's my mom's birthday.
What time is it?
Is it already?
It's 12:07.
Yes. Yeah, it's her birthday, and I just wanted it to be different. I didn't want to think of her birthday like sad day, like this and that. I wanted it to be like, this day my life changed.
Yeah.
This day I was able to, help and just, give my vulnerability to people, because I think that that's something we lack. I think people are scared to talk about their true feelings and, how
'cause
can
a lot
they
of people like to hold
change?
back.
Because hold back, like like it's a doggy dog world, It's like out here you have to put your like, my mom died and they called her the woman of steel. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be like this out here because people are just grimy and people are just not love. Their love. There's lack of love out here. Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
life out here. They don't.
you just
Because they could be so much better for them, but at the end of the day, they try to choose a different path and go stupid than be the right way.
So it's
What can you do? It's been a long time coming for this podcast, though.
so
And
long.
thanks to you, this wouldn't be able
I've
to
been,
make it happen, I've been having this dream for a long time.
I have a lot to say. I was like, I feel like, God, I got a big responsibility to just, like tell the people that feel alone and feel like, I don't have nowhere to go and this and that. Like they can just tune in and fuck with me and know that like you good. Like you're gonna get out of that situation. You just have to keep moving and focus on your vision and just get out of it and practice everything you do. You have to, it has to be benefiting that. everything you're doing has to be getting you to that goal that you want to get to. It's the small changes that we go through in life is what gives you the ultimate transformation. We don't change one day to another.
No, it takes time.
It takes
A
time.
lot of time.
Ignoring these feelings, ignoring it, and not talking about it. Like, I'm your backbone, bro. You know, I'm your homie. It's gonna be okay. And no matter what it is, if you just think positive and strategically know how to move to get yourself out of it, you can do it. You just gotta put yourself in that mindset. You have to talk to yourself like, boom, this is it. I'm not gonna be this person. I'm not gonna let this person do this. I'm not just this is who I'm gonna be now because this is what I want. This is what I deserve. And I think that that's for sure the main reason too, that I'm doing this. Because
Just want to spread wisdom at the end of the day.
one,
Sometimes people
there's a
they
lot,
don't
like,
appreciate
yeah,
real
and
knowledge
people be
from
out there,
people,
like people
they
be in
don't
the
appreciate
street.
life. They don't appreciate advice from you, from anybody, not even
You
from
know.
their own parents.
And it's not even that. Like, there's a lot of shit going on the streets. People deal with that another life. It's not all beautiful, and it's okay. Like,
There's a
we
reason
don't do
that
this
God puts you in this world. Like there's a purpose for you in this life.
all
But if you
day.
don't appreciate that purpose, then what you're living for?
Yeah, and you got to recognize the situations you're going through, that the higher power, because I don't know if there's a God or not, but the higher power is sending you all these situations so you can see you're the one directing your life. So the universe is sending you, or the higher power is sending you these situations so you can realize, and you can be like, damn, like, that's it. Has been occurring too much. How can I change it?
Yeah.
What is it time to do? And the main thing is to identify. You have to identify these things, And I always say, like, I always tell you, do a graph,
Yeah.
and it's called the circle of life. You draw the circle of life, and you write down fitness, fun time with my brother. You write down family time, work, my hobby, and all that stuff is going to equal out to your happiness, to your ultimate happiness. So if those stuff that's a pie, so it all has to equal out so you can balance. When you're balanced, you're happy. Even if your life is in those areas are not doing good, but you're knowing how to deal with them, and you're knowing how to, like, maneuver a certain way, because now you're knowing this, now you're looking at it in that way. Brain. Where was I?
True.
Where was I? You gotta snap me back. Snap me back. Because that happens, and I hate that. Like, fuck. And that's another thing. It's because I was young and I was wild. And I was wild, and I did a lot of shit. And I did a lot of shit that fucked up my mind and fucked up my head. And, I have short-term memory loss, and you know that. Like, I have a percentage of it. Like, I don't know what. I don't go to the no fucking doctor. And I don't want to go to the doctor because they're going to tell me this and this and this. And I'm capable because I want to, I know and I recognize it. And I'm just going to do it the right way. CBD all day. Like, we going to find ways to do this because with it, y'all not going to kill me. Y'all not going to do how y'all did my mama. Hell no. Like, I read a tweet that said, I would hate to be in the hands of the motherfucking hospital system, my nigga, because these motherfuckers will let you die. And it's true. Do you imagine going through any bad situation and that's your destiny because they're not willing, they neglect and whatnot. But let's not. That's another episode. That's definitely another episode.
True. So how do you feel about, like, what made you get so much passion into wanting to do this?
When everything wasn't perfect, I went with my emotions, and I went with my anger, and I went with and I went with everything. But I didn't go with my really clear mind. I didn't go with trying to not be in certain situations. I didn't go with another mindset, you know. So when I finally got to a point in my life that I started thinking it's not all about our situations, it's about how we handle it, and it's about how
And
we
I know
want
you've been
to.
having this dream for a long time, you know.
Yeah, because it
And the long time
sucked.
coming to be doing it
It
now is
sucked, you
incredible.
know.
Because sometimes, you know, we procrastinate in life. And
And everything
you just gotta do it.
procrastinating, and not only because just procrastinating because there's so much bullshit going on, there's so much stuff that we have to handle, and so many stuff that we have to deal with, and so many stuff that we have to make sure that it's running. So sometimes we just neglect certain things, and I think that we, you know, helping each other, we can try to find balance. You know, I'm trying to teach that. I'm trying to teach that we have to have a balance in everything.
Of course, we just
We
try to
have
spread knowledge
to,
to everybody in this world, whoever wants to listen.
yeah, like,
And
you know, we're not perfect, and, you know, that's the main thing, that it's okay. I think that, you know, right now, how social media is,
yeah,
and how
everybody worry about their
everything
likes,
is
all this and that.
going on with the videos and
But I feel like we spread knowledge more to people
that, yeah,
more that we
entonces, like,
can. But
la gente se traba. La gente se traba en esa vaina, and they think that, like,
at the end of the day, you gotta be dedicated to what you want to do.
you have to have a
Like,
mission. Some people are gonna rock with you. Some
like
people are gonna,
you gotta
know,
surround. As
think,
long as you surround yourself with people that you know you can trust and make it far with.
what? You don't even know. That's
Like,
another reason why I started the
example,
podcast
look
this
at
year.
look at
'Cause I
LeBron
was like,
James.
yeah, no, ma.
For example, look at LeBron James. He surrounded himself as a young kid with, you know, his 5 people that.
Everybody has a team. First of all, everybody has a
As long as
motherfucking
you have
team.
your team that you could
Yeah,
trust,
no matter who they are, everybody has a team, and I
nobody
think
tries
that
each other,
that's
and
why it's
you can make it far.
yeah, and I get you because,
Look at LeBron now. He came in the NBA at what, 18?
pero estamos
Okay, but
hablando de básquetbol o estamos hablando de la vida,
no,
porque
I'm giving you an
LeBron
example.
tenía dinero, okay, he was hanging out with his 5 friends every day, 24/7.
Maybe
Él estaba
maybe.
viviendo la vida ahí
Now that
playing
guy's a fucking
basketball.
millionaire.
Okay, so if I was a millionaire, I'll be hanging out with my 5 friends too.
Oh,
Okay. And I have a bottle of champagne that we have not opened
I think
yet.
we should do that.
Yeah,
right now.
like no, we're not gonna do that.
Not
You
right
need
now.
to hang out. You know, we need to get across a lot. I'm super excited. You know, I keep clapping,
yeah.
but I'm super excited we're here. It's our first show ever. I can't believe that we decided to do it together.
Yeah, for real.
I wanted to. I wanted you to be part of it. I wanted you to, you know, show your side, and, you know, we can tell everybody, you know.
To be honest, you know, I'm experiencing something new. You know, but
I know.
But ever since I
know.
was young, you know, I've always had a sports passion. I always wanted to be like a sports analyst, or, you know,
But you
sports writer and
always,
everything.
like, you always been good. Like, that's
ever
one
since I
thing
was
about.
little, I've always,
That's one thing
been
about
that
you.
type
Like,
person to be like,
I know.
man, I want to learn knowledge. I want to learn history.
Yeah.
I want to be that type of person that knows. Like, if somebody asks me a question, yeah, you know, especially about sports, because it's my passion. You know, I played in middle school, high school, soccer.
And
you know,
you played good jiu-jitsu, like, or is that what it was? Jiu-jitsu, martial art. You like kicked that guy in the face in that video.
Oh, yeah.
You showed me. You knocked that guy out. Like, I
When
would
I
never
used to-
forget
when I
that
used to
video.
do
Like, that's a
karate.
video that I'm happy about. Like, I'll be like, you know what my baby daddy did when he was like 8?
when I used to do karate in New Jersey.
I was like, watch it. He could still do this.
Because I was born in Jersey, so, you know, Patterson, New Jersey.
What? Shout out to your boys. They, like, sparked us up all the time out there. Like,
Yeah, did, you know.
for real. Was it? Was
my
his?
city.
I remember Brinks.
Bandos?
Brinks.
Is
Is there a guy
Brim?
named Brim? Brim, yeah. And then bundles. How they
Shout
down
out to
out
my boy
there.
Bundles.
Hey,
All day.
all day bundles.
For real.
Smoked out.
That boy right there. used to play
But,
life.
you know, we're talking about when we were younger. Like,
Yeah, for
you know,
real.
this is
But,
me
you know,
when
originally, I'm from Patterson. I'm from Jersey, you know. I'm not from Miami.
Yeah.
She's from Miami.
I'm from Miami, but I
But I'm
moved
born
to
and raised.
Jersey when I was 18. I told my mom, like, Mommy, yo me voy. Like, when I was 18, I made my mom propose to her, and I put my plane ticket. I put the school I was going to. I put my principal. I put his number. I put everything. I was like, I'm gone. I'm like, that's it. And my mom was like, oh my God, I can't stop you. So do your thing.
For real.
And I went to high school. I did it by myself. And I had parent teacher conference, like at
By
least
yourself.
by myself.
Like with your
And
parents.
it would be,
Yeah.
like they have me in the table, like sitting over there by myself, and they're all looking at me, and they're like, oh, we need your mother's signature. And I'm like, how many times am I going to tell you that my mother is in Miami, Florida? I did this all by myself, sir. Like, come on. And then they did it like 10 times que al final, I got so upset that I was like, if y'all do this to me one more time, because think about it, we lived in Millen Park. Like, shout out to Millen Park. Shout out to my friends in Millen. Monet, hey Monet. You know, but that was my doll. We held it. She held me down. And Lucia held me down so much. Oh my God.
Did.
Lucia literally, like, the first day of school, she literally like just came up to me. It was like, okay, like, think about it. Look how I look. Red hair, big earrings.
Yeah, for real. Like you stand out.
Chonga to the max at that
They're
time.
like,
I was like
fuck is your
18.
king
Like,
from? Like, what?
Yeah, but as acelera,
Like white
you
school.
know?
We lived in a white neighborhood.
What? When I opened the doors, it was like a movie, like High School Musical. I opened the doors, all the white people are like,
Where's Chica came from?
And I had
what?
the big chonga hoop earrings, like the bamboo ones, like the ones that I be wearing. Oh, I still be wearing it. Like, they be cute. Like, I don't understand, but whatever. Imagine walking into a white town.
Yeah,
you know,
me walking into high school in New Jersey.
everybody was
school.
like, "Who is this bitch?"
Oh man.
Yes, like
crazy,
everybody. So
crazy,
my friend
crazy,
Lucia came up to me, and she literally looks at me and she's like, "You don't want to hang out with all these people. They're crazy, they're obnoxious, and they're just no. It's not." Yeah, she's like, "I'll hold you down." She spiked me up. Like, we spiked each other up. That was it. That was like, all right, sis, I feel with you.
That was the key to lock. Boom.
Yeah, and then I met Monet. Monet got transferred, I think, or something, because she didn't. I don't think I met her the first day of school. And if I did, then I don't know why I don't remember. But I think she was just transferred. But yeah, she held me down over there in New Jersey. It was pretty dope. What were you saying?
Then you got pregnant.
But I finished high school.
You did.
I moved to Jersey, and I was determined. I got my bartending license as soon as I turned 18. And I had it when I was like 18 and like a week. Yeah, for real. And then I moved to Jersey. Boom, I started working. And then, we went through some little shit because you had lied to me about something. And when you did that, I was like, oh, no. I'm in Jersey. I'm by myself. I'm scared. What am I going to do? What if something goes wrong? What?
I mean, I don't blame you.
I had to like grow up fast. I thought I was going to go over there and chill, complete my high school time. But you know what? It made me a bigger person, and it made me, I got a lot of money out there. We made a lot of money. It was a fun time. Yeah.
Jersey was a good time.
It was. And yes, we conceived Adonis in Jersey. But I knew, I was like, he's going to be a Miami boy.
He's going to be a movie. I wanted him to be born over there, because I'm from Jersey.
But I'm from Miami, and it's Miami all day. 305.
I guess.
305.
We just want to spread knowledge to the younger listeners, to the older listeners. And we want to meet you 50-50, at the end of the day. Like, and we can spread wisdom to you and this to feel where we're coming from. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I feel like how he does. Like, I'm not the only guy out here in this world that feels this type of way. Even for like a relationship, just going through a bad time with family. At the end of the day, everybody feels some type of way. Yeah. And we all feel the same way.
But it's okay. It's okay to feel that way. It's okay to know that you have these feelings and you don't know how to let it out and this and that and whatever. And I'm here to let you know that we're going to work it out together, You guys, we just really need to just identify certain things and just learn how to just get them out. Get them out. When my mom died, the very next day, I went into rehab. and it was
I
a
remember.
voluntary rehab. I had already stopped doing drugs, but I went because before my mom died, I told her, for the first time in 25 years, Mom, I'm going to say it to your face, you're right. I was an addict. Now that you're gone, it's like your life flashes. Like if your parents have really been there for you and you lose the parent, like that shit flashes in front of you.
Like then people don't
You're
have
like,
parents, you know.
wow. You're
So
like,
you gotta appreciate when you have both of your parents. But
yeah.
sometimes we choose a different path in life, and when you grow older, you're like, fuck.
With that pain, in my heart, knowing that I could have been a whole different other person, but because I was just living my life. And it's okay to live your life. If you still have your parent, next to you and they're there, like just show them every day.
Yeah, but
If you haven't been the best,
but sometimes we live life like everything's gonna be okay.
I wasn't ready
you
for
could
that.
you could be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go do this and that, or you get a call like, oh, your dad just passed away. Like what the fuck, like. Like
And I was
that's
there.
so left field that you just think that life is always gonna be good, that you're such in a good path, and you wouldn't expect some tragedy like that.
Like I said, like that shit changed me. That's why I aired that shit today, because my mom's death changed me completely. I did like a whole like it was like a tornado, and in the tornado it was little clips of everything that my mother ever told me in my life that I went through. And if I would have just done what she told me, my life would have been 100% better. I would have been bankroll right now. I would have been done this. I would have been like arriba de todo mundo, killing the game. I know a lot of people, and people always tell me like, yo, do your thing, do this, pero ¿por qué? Porque dejé que la vida me atacara. Yo dejé I let life
That's why, like, at the end
attack
of the day,
me.
like, you gotta attack everything. Like,
Attack it back.
Like, word wisdom from Kobe Bryant, rest in peace.
Oh my God!
Always
Look,
attack.
I
Attack.
I went to work today. For Sandra Zacarias. Shout out, baby. But and I love you so much. Sandra for me has been like a mentor. Like honestly,
I know
this lady has
Remember you
done
went to
for
a
me.
retreat with her, right?
I went to a retreat with her with my mother,
your
you
mother?
guys, with my mother. In this time, I was going through so much shit in my life. I was so alone in my life that I thought it was an abusive fucking relationship with this dude.
I remember.
Okay, I was getting physically, that's probably another episode too, but
Yeah,
I was in a
that's for another
physical,
episode.
mental, abusive relationship. In this time, I felt so alone in my life with all the people that love me, surrounding me, that I felt like I needed to go to God. I felt like I need to be in a retreat y me tienen que sacar todos los demonios que yo tengo adentro porque my life is fucking up. Why is this happening to me? This and that. But that's how lonely I felt. So freaking out of this world that I was like, I need the Lord. And I'm not gonna lie, it was beautiful when I got to experience that with my fucking mother. Sorry, I cursed while we're talking about religion. It was a beautiful experience, and it's like you can't really talk about it. Like you sign a paper that you can't really say about what you go through in there, but it's just think about it as when you go into those houses and they scare you in certain rooms, but they're not scaring you. In every room, you're evolving because they're making you look at things in a different way. Not saying what you're doing, they're just stating characteristics. Yeah. And you're reflecting those characteristics because you've been sinning. You know what I'm saying? So it's a Christian retreat. So they get you into that, and you start thinking, and and you start reflecting, and then they give you like these little like papelitos, these little papers, and they have different type of verses of the Bible. The one that hits you, you pick it up. And mine was some crazy, I can't remember it. I have it in, where I have my mom's memorial in my room.
Like a little basket
yeah,
or a
I have it there.
Thing, and you pick it up?
And mine was like, just know you're not alone. And whatever you're doing, God is your father. And, that hit me because I was like, my dad was really absent in my life, even though he was there present every day.
He was.
How that worked. But that's how I felt. I was like, damn, the Lord is telling me that my daddy is, don't think about it like that. Yeah. My father's the Lord. My father's the God.
Of course.
God.
He brought you for a reason at the end of the day,
Exactly. So when I understand that, I can't blame this man.
Yeah,
I
he
can't
never left
blame
you.
him. You're not my father. You're not my. It's like, oh, we get a little more to a higher level here. But I don't know. I guess just I've been thinking a lot about stuff like that.
I know.
I think I'm promoting the most on the podcast is just positive change that's gonna make you better, change that's gonna make you people talk good about you.
It makes you
people
feel
people
better
are gonna talk
at the
bad
end of
about
the
us
day.
every day.
No, of
Every
course.
day.
You have haters
Bad.
everywhere.
And
No matter
sometimes
who
it's the
you are.
closest people to you.
No matter who you are.
Yeah, but you know what, you just gotta just keep moving forward, keep spreading love, keep doing the most you can do to feel good inside. And
At the end
you
of the
know
day, if you want to spread knowledge to somebody, and
and it's not even
they don't
about
want to take it,
knowledge.
then
Like
at the end of the day,
now, like
you did your job. If they don't want to take the advice, you don't take it. That's it. But you
I know,
know that
and
you did your
that's
part, and you spread the right knowledge to somebody that wasn't at that type of level that they want to be at. You know, if you want to be great, you gotta achieve for it. You gotta strive for greatness. You gotta be like, damn, I wanted more than anybody else in this world. Like, but what achievements are you taking towards that aspect? Like, like why?
there's a
Like,
lot
well,
like
it makes a real type of person to want to have that experience in life and want everything great. But
and people are gonna think
what are you
and people
doing
and
to
some
try to
people
be
think
there
that you're
at the end of
weird.
the day? You
Have
know?
you got that? When some people think you're weird, like you tell them this great idea that you probably wouldn't even tell nobody because you're like, this motherfucker can take my idea because he got money. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to protect your and you tell somebody and they're like, no, that's not gonna work, or this and that. Oh yeah, you don't have to talk to that person again.
Yeah.
El nombre del Padre, el Hijo, Espíritu Santo. You don't need that person. That person is probably like mal de ojo to the fullest. Like just trying to just probably a hater that's long overdue. And that's just a sign. It's just a sign that, there's a post that I saw and it said, we have to hang out with people who are better than us. We have to hang out with people who are below us. We have to hang out with people that are on our same level, that are doing better than us, are going to give us knowledge. And these are people that we are aspiring to be like.
No, of course.
And the people that you hang out that are like similar like you can have fun with them, you can
Yeah, you
enjoy with
relate
them, you
more
can
with them.
bond with them, right? And then you hang out with people who are below you. These are the people that you can help. These are the
Of
people
course.
that you can,
Sometimes people don't be like, oh, I don't want
yeah,
help.
whatever
I
I
do it
can
my
give you
way.
that I can serve you
But as long as
in.
you can tell them something like that they
Yeah,
could
like
take.
I don't have my money up right now, but I can give you my spiritual knowledge and my advice and my love and how to look at things in a different way,
Yeah,
because
just
that's
different
really
aspects. And
that's
everything.
really
Way
what
past
life is.
possible.
Happiness is a choice. Happiness is definitely just a choice. It's an illusion. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna draw itself. So I think that once you understand that happiness is a choice, you start making different decisions because you're like, it's my choice. So I get to decide that. And that's the beauty of our life. That's the beauty that we're illustrating who we want to be, what we want to do,
Yeah,
you know.
but you gotta work hard for it.
And still be confident, because even if you had a messed up past, so what? You're not that person.
Yeah.
Maybe your brother, your sister,
Yeah, but some
your
people aren't
cousin
the
that you
same
hang
though.
out with
Like,
every day, your uncle that you hang out with every day. These people are not gonna change because they're just not gonna change. But you are probably different, and that's okay. You're just not hanging out with people who are different like you, where they bob their head, they understand you. They're trying to yeah, fuck with that. What if we do this? People that you can create with, people that you can be together with, people that you can have fun with. I think that we hang. I've done that before when I didn't realize I needed to change. I hung out with people. I was like, no, I cannot. I don't agree with half of the shit you're saying. No, let's talk about business. Let's talk about something else. Like, I don't have time to go spend
yeah,
money
but sometimes people
on
don't have the same business mind
exactly.
you do.
My cousin me lo dijo el otro día. Not you. It was the situation. It was not on the same on the same level where it should be on where it should have been. Last year for me was my biggest turning point. You know, losing her was for me like it's your freaking parent, bro.
Yeah.
And people tell me I'm so sorry, and
That's
I
what they
just
always
want to
tell
tell.
you.
And it's like I look at it, and
Have
I'm
you ever heard
like,
that saying?
after the
Have you ever heard
time,
that saying that you should appreciate your parents when you're young
oh
because
my
when
God,
you're
no.
older
Pero,
like for example, like say you weren't there enough as much as you wanted to be, but
yeah, but my mom was there 24/7.
no, but
So it's like I don't
but sometimes,
understand
but
why
sometimes,
God or certain situations take away people that are here trying to help people, and that's and that's another thing why we
that's what they
gotta
always say. They take the good,
the
the
life
good die young.
losing her, like, a flash like
I
that.
know.
I was like, all
Your
right,
mom was a great person.
all right. Okay, and another thing that I wanted to say, because it was like people are telling me like, I don't know how you're dealing with that shit. Oh my God, this and that. I was like a drug addict, so I am like a sober. Like I am doing my damn thing, and I'm
Yeah,
doing
your
this
mother
all
would
by
be proud.
myself. I'm
She'd
not
be
with no
proud.
doctors, and Here's Help. Shout out to Here's Help at 152nd Taylor. You are my baby. Like she opened my eyes at a young age, and everything she said when I was at 15, when I was 15 doing that program, because I had to handle some situation, and she told me, if you keep on not dealing with your feelings, not letting out what you've gone through in your life as a child, you're gonna come back to me in 10 years and you're gonna tell me that you're either a crackhead, heroin addict, or a meth
Yeah, of
addict.
course. Yeah. A lot of people go through different paths.
10
in
years
life.
later, I lost my mother. And I'm like, I can either turn around and be this person that is so easy to be,
Or you go left and be fucked up.
or
in
I
this
can
world,
be the hardest, baddest bitch, because I'm doing this 100% by myself to raise my son and to make sure that all my businesses happen the way that they're supposed to happen, and make sure that everybody feels confident about that. I want people to be like, yeah, I'm doing my business. Feel confident about that. That's another thing that people make us, we shouldn't tell people. Don't tell people people that are not giving you that positive feedback. Don't tell them, because they discourage you, even though you do have that confidence. You know what I mean? It's just that bad rah-rah.
people have
It's like,
have hatred.
but you're that good rah-rah. I'm sorry I said that. Like, bad rah-rah. Firm believer, everything happens for a reason. So I said something earlier. Oh, people always tell me this and this, but I didn't finish. But people always tell me, like, how are you dealing with this and blah, 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 blah. Because I'm looking at it in a way that I feel like if
Dealing about your mother.
God does things certain ways, right? You gotta
Yeah.
look at the big picture. I don't want to be this person that I'm so used to being, so I have to think beyond that. I have to get closer
Yeah.
to spirituality and everything to try to do things differently. God, what if God sacrificed my mother because she was gonna create, her death was gonna create more change than it was doing while she was alive?
I mean, I see where you're coming from.
What if he did that? What if, right? Like that moment, right? Like if it is how it is in the movies and everything, what if my mom had that time where God was like, you can either die and your daughter's gonna change her life how you've always wanted her to.
Yeah.
I'm happy because of certain situations. It's us. It's us. It's us. If we're not united, it's nothing.
Of course. You
As
gotta,
a
you gotta be
family.
united. As sisters, you gotta be united all day.
And my dad,
Your
like,
family, then your blood.
it was just a lot. So you have to think about it like that. Like, what if her death was for us to really do this, so I can be here and be this person, and just want to be, a backbone, because I didn't have that, and it was, I don't blame certain situations. We had to go through that. I'm managing the restaurant, like, and
everything has for a reason.
yeah.
And
So shout out again to Rincón Proeseño, Hunter and Food Nightclub.
for real.
I was 2 years old, and I used to sleep like behind the cafetera where they used to make coffee. I would sleep there, and I remember, like, after a certain age, I started giving out food and plates and making sure everything's running.
You
It
know,
was
you
different.
got to keep it going in life for your mother. You know, she wants you to do the best.
And I am. I'm doing it. And
I know
that's
you
why I'm
are.
doing it. You
I
know,
see
I
it.
don't want
I
to
see it.
be what I was so used to being. And I want to be everything that I know I can be. That is the right thing to be. But you know what? I'm happy I experienced it. I'm happy I went through everything I went through as in life and certain situations that, in other episodes I'm sure we'll get, more into. But
You know, there's more to it.
of
But
course, no, and it's not even like that. It's just like it's a lot of stuff that we have to deal with in our life, and you don't
just how
you
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 cope
just
with
live
it.
your life a different type of way that the people who really care about you and telling you from the beginning, like your mom is never wrong, your dad is never wrong. If they really fuck with you, they're never wrong.
Yeah, of
They're gonna
course.
tell you that knowledge. They're
Yeah.
gonna tell you this and this and this. They're gonna look at your friend and be like, "Oh yeah, no, that bitch is not your friend."
Yeah.
And when that
Yeah, you
bitch
know.
try
Parents
you,
are parents. They know.
they'll come over here and bring that shit to my house. And my dad, come on, my dad too. My dad was one time like walking up and down. I was heated, walking up and down. You're not gonna do nothing. Nah, dad, I'm not gonna wait for somebody to pull up. And yo, she came on some good shit. Like she thought we
Yeah.
was cool. No, bitch, we not cool. You're not gonna come over here and try me and just fuck with my loyalty. Like I'm a good friend. I'm a good person. Like I gone through some shit, so I'm gonna take care of you. My no, like if you my
Yeah.
dog, if I fuck with you, I'm winning, you're winning. This is a team effort, especially
Yeah,
like with
sometimes
my
people
family
don't
too.
appreciate it.
Yeah, so when they cross your way in a way that you just can't let that shit slide, because it's like no, bro, it's different levels to that shit.
Of course.
Definitely
Of course.
different
But that's
levels to
another
that shit.
topic for another day.
So I just really wanted us to like motivate each other and build a place where we can just be excited for change and
But you got at the end of the day, you gotta want to change.
yeah,
You gotta
for
want it.
sure. If you don't
Because people
feel,
can tell you
but
this and that,
again,
and
that's
then give
going
you
back to the
advice.
beginning when I said you have to identify the bullshit.
Of course.
Identify the bullshit. And the moment you just say that to yourself, I want to identify the bullshit, you're winning. You're winning. Even if you procrastinate and don't identify your bullshit that day, do it tomorrow. Writing on your notes. Get an alarm so it can remind you. So when you read it, you can be like, yep, I'm a dumb bitch because I didn't write my freaking list. You know what I'm
People,
saying? You gotta like motivate
people
yourself
get
because
talk the
people are not
talk,
gonna win.
but are you gonna walk the walk? You get me? Like,
It's a
are you?
lot.
Like, you gotta stand there your goals. You gotta know what you want in life, and even though you have not done that as much as
And
possible, but there's always time. Time is
yeah.
everything. At the end of the day, you can do what you want to do. You can be who you want to be.
But it's the other way around, I feel. Like I feel so much pressure. I feel so much pressure on my back. Like I have no time. And I feel it's because I wasted so much time when I was young. So I feel like, oh my God, I gotta finish all this stuff. I gotta prove
But you
all
can't.
these
But
people.
then
I gotta prove my
you can't
daddy.
put
I
too
gotta prove
much
my
pressure on
mama
yourself too.
and
So
this and
you can't
that.
put too much
And
pressure on yourself too. Like
and
you can't.
exactly. And I think that that's
You
where I
can't.
have to just slow down. And I do.
Remember,
And I
your
do. I
then
do
they
slow
your
down. And you
mind.
know that I
And
always have
then
my
they
little pep
your
talk. I'm always talking
mind
to
drives
myself.
you crazy
My mind, of course. Because I'm
because you have so much
thinking, I
thoughts
have
running
so
through your
much.
mind
Like
that
I'm
you're like,
thinking, if I
fuck.
open all these businesses and I do it the right way, I'm gonna provide jobs for all these people. Like if I completely take over the restaurant, like
Yeah, that's
I
you.
can, my dad would have everything todo listo. Like
Yeah, of
everything, his
course.
life would be good. But that's just not everything is that easy. It's day by day,
Of
believing in
course.
yourself, giving yourself credit for if you didn't, giving yourself credit even when you fucked up. Okay, I fucked up. Okay, I did it. Now I'm an idiot for real if I do it again. I don't want to do it again. You're already changing because you're fighting your own mind.
It's true. It's true. True.
Keep fighting it because you're going to get to a point where you're going to be like, motherfucker, go home. Go home. Like, that's it.
Oh man.
Yeah, you've talked to yourself so many times that it's once you get to that point, ya tú sabes. Es hora para cambiar. Es hora para hacer las cosas correctas, especially because if it's long overdue too. For my next episode, I'm gonna have Reeve Johnson. Now, Reeve Johnson is super, 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 super.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God! Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So we're gonna have Reeve Johnson,
We got
and
Reeve
the
Johnson
boys
coming
know
through in the
him.
building, bro.
The
We
boys
got Reeve Johnson coming in
are
the building
so
next month.
stoked right now. And can we say? I think we can say this because he's asking for permission. Like he's on house arrest and he's asking his PO to come over here so we can record that session. That's something that for me, I was like, you know what? That's super dope. I'll give you the right time. I'll tell you, we're not fucking this up. Like you coming over here
Yeah, for
and you're
real.
telling people how you change. Like I see your change. I see if you know him from when we were younger. If you know about him, you know that he's not who he was before.
Yeah, of course.
You know he's not. You know people change slowly, like fully,
Yeah.
100%. But he's evolved so much. That's been my dog since the day I met him. Like it was, I was like, bro, I fuck with you. Like you a real ass nigga. Like, I'm very happy for him. I'm very
Yeah.
happy because he
Yeah,
has
we got him coming next
several
episode,
jobs. He
though.
has, and he told me he was looking into doing a sports podcast too.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, mira cómo es la vida. I'm very happy that he's gonna be here and share stuff because he's been through a lot.
Yeah.
He's been through a
That's
lot.
for the listeners to hear. You know?
For
Look.
sure. I'm actually gonna start clean eating. Eduardo's taking my measurements today. I decided that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something. And I want to, start it the first day because it's going to put pressure on me. Like, I want that pressure. Like,
got
it's
it
been
right
long
here.
overdue. Like, I remember when I had Adonis, I gained 60 pounds and I lost it in 3 months because I put hard work. I was working out twice a day, drinking nothing but water, doing everything like a fitness girl should be doing. I fell off a little bit. And I've I don't blame myself.
Pineapple.
But you see, it's okay. It was hard going through what I went through the last year. And that's another thing. When is May 13th? My mom died a year ago.
That'll be a year. It's crazy.
A year ago. That's scary.
Time
That's
flew.
scary. That's scary.
Time
A year ago. Like, literally, I felt like that was a month ago. And I told my dad the other day to, like, oh, it's going to be, I feel a void or a pain in my heart that never goes away, that is there every day.
Yeah, of course.
Every day I feel like, and it's
I
true.
mean,
I don't know if it's
'cause
like
I
I'm going
never felt that
crazy
pain,
or I think that if I would have done the show before, I still wanted, to help people. I knew that was something I wanted to do, help people. I didn't have money. I didn't have none of that. So like I had to do it by myself. I had to just realize, just parts of the minds that we need to get to. Yeah, like I wanted to what was I saying? Come on, we gotta pick that up. We gotta pick that up because you gotta be catching me right there. You gotta be like ta ta ta, and we have to be killing it. You don't have to be like, you're right, babe. I was on this. God, it was so fucking good too. Another challenge for yourself today too is wanting to start running or stop smoking cigarettes or showing appreciation to that somebody. Whatever it is. Started today and every week, and we can check back, communicate. I have a Facebook group that you guys can connect to. I'll have all the links and everything set up so it'll be easy for you guys to get on there. We can just motivate each other and do it together, accomplish big things, and there's the things that we know our mind and our body can get to if we just focus. We can kill it together.
Hard work, dedication.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. You guys tune in for the next episode.
We got Reeve Johnson in the building.
For real, for real. We're going to tune out. Love you guys. Stay tuned.
Love. Everybody stay safe.
Peace and love.
The road come up, baby.